Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Dev's Kingdom. OpenAI has released its first open source model, it's GPTOSS. So you can check out the official announcement on the OpenAI's website. So in this video, we're going to skip the introduction, and then we're going to show you guys how to build the GPTOSS locally on Ollama for free and its own Kaggle multi-GPUs. So that being said, let's get started. So if you go to Ollama's website and just search for GPTOSS, and there you can see this is the model page. And also, if you go through this description, you can see the quantization is MXFP4 format. So this is a new quantization format. So it's not widely supported yet. So if you actually use VLLM, it could have some issues. So we try to use Ollama. So Ollama has pretty good support, as you can see from the description. So Ollama is supporting the MXFP4 format natively, without additional quantizations or conservations. So, and they are collaborating with OpenAI to benchmark against their reference implementation. So Ollama is pretty good for the GPTOSS installation. So this is what we're going to go through in this video. And the GPTOSS has two sizes. One is for 20B and the other one is 120B. So we're going to use 20B as the default GPTOSS version. So let's get started. So first we're gonna create a notebook on Kaggle, and you can see here, so we have this notebook created already, and we demonstrated a lot of the Ollama installations in this channel, so feel free to check those out. But in this video, we're gonna make a few tweaks to make sure first Ollama supports multiple GPUs, and also make sure it supports the GPTOSS. And we're gonna test this on OpenWebUI as well later in this video. So first, we're gonna create a function to actually run path command within Python, and then we're gonna do standard Ollama installation. After that, make sure you set up these environment variables very importantly. So first, we have to make sure that Ollama host is 0000, so it's not a loopback address. Make sure this is the address. Then you make sure that the Ollama origins are star, so it accepts all the requests. Then you have make sure that you have the GPU count, very important. So make sure that's set to all. So this will actually allow Ollama to use all the GPUs on Kaggle. So you can see here, there's multiple GPUs. We're gonna use them all, and also the CPU as well. And then you set the number of parallel to 2. That means you can actually take up 2 requests at the same time. And then also the GPU memory limit to 15 gigs. So you can also tweak this GPU memory limit, and then it will have a performance impact. So then you can start the Ollama by doing the Ollama serve, and that's it. So once everything is ready, then you can actually specify a model file. So this is for the GPTOSS customization. So first we set up the context window to a 30K-ish number. Then make sure that this works for your project. Then also we have to set up the number of GPUs. So this is actually no limit in this case. So after you create the model file, then do a Ollama create. So you'll be able to use that model file to create the GPTOSS extra context model. So, and that should be it. Then after everything is done, then you can check out the model is available using the command Ollama list. So this will see this GPTOSS and GPTOSS extra context both are available. Then we can start testing. You can test it using the Ollama run. As you can see here, we're going to test a prompt basically to develop a comprehensive go-to-market strategy, but we're going to test this on WebUI instead, so you can see how good this setup is performance-wise. So let's just copy this prompt, and then also before we go to the WebUI, just make sure you also set up the engines. So this will actually expose everything that you set up within the Kaggle Notebook to the public internet. So first you have to set up engines to do apt install. Then after that, make sure you configure the engines configuration to include ngrok, because we're going to use ngrok to do the tunnel. So make sure you set up the proxy path to the local Ollama, and then just point the ngrok public URL to the localhost 80. So we actually showed this many times, so go through other videos to understand the details, but we're not going to go through everything in this one. So then do an ng stop and start, then you're ready to go. So let's go to the URL, which is for the public ungroup URL. You can see here, Ollama is running, and we need to plug this URL to the WebUI. So we have already set up OpenWebUI on production server. We're going to use that one in this video, but you can also set up the OpenWebUI on Kaggle. So we have tutorials in this channel to show you guys how to set up the OpenWebUI on Kaggle. Feel free to check that out as well. So leave a comment if you don't know which video is it. But in this video, we're going to just use the OpenWebUI production build. So you can see here. So if you want to use the Kaggle service we already set up for Ollama GPTOSS, and just go to the settings and then go to this admin settings, go to the models. You should be able to see that there's two models here because we're already connected. So you can see the connections. We actually set up the ungroup public URL and the selectable one. So this is a OpenAI compatible version. So make sure this is ready and click save. You should be able to see everything is green. So that means you're ready to go. So let's save it. You can see it is good. So the link is good, which is the link that we actually see in here, C27. This is C27. So let's close the window. Let's just do a workspace, and then we just basically do a create chat. So you can see the chat window pops up. Then we're gonna paste the prompt in here. So basically try to develop a comprehensive go-to-market strategy for a new product, including marketing, market sizing, customer acquisition channels, pricing strategy, and launching times. So let's click send message. So you can see how this works with the Kaggle Ollama instance we set up. So this starts thinking, and you can see that the speed is pretty good. So let's go back to Kaggle. We can see that both GPUs are spin up, and you can see that actually still undo the balancing. So then you can also see the CPU is already spin up as well. So let's go back to OpenWebUI. You can see the GPTOSS is working very, very good, and the content produced is very nice. So this is a really good model. So you can actually use the same strategy to plug into your favorite AI coder like the Cursor or the Cline. So as you can see that the memory usage is fairly okay. So that should be it. And hopefully this is helpful. If you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment. If you have any questions, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.